I want to talk about your musical career and some of the people you played with and all that, but I want to talk about the whole idea of what happens here as far as you bring world-class musicians with high school, college-age folks, most like high school age. What happens in that dynamic? I mean, you probably saw that article I did with Tom Lure, and I asked him some of that same kind of questions. But what's going on? I mean, obviously we saw you Sunday night, and you guys put on a performance that was just mind-boggling without any rehearsal. We're talking top-of-the-line musicians here. So what's happening with that?
Well, as Tom said so eloquently, why has he come all this way? Here, he could teach somewhere on the West Coast, right? But he could what? Well, first of all, it's the type of student that we get, the type of person that we get here. I call them Jack Pine savages. Anybody who lives north of Madison, they're special people. They're special. Okay? And so when you teach here, it's great to have wonderful students like we have. Sometimes you teach someplace and they're not that wonderful. Now, what happens after they come here, first of all, they have to work very hard because the faculty matches their energy. That's one of the things we have to do. We have to match them. And so we match them in energy, and verve, and exuberance, and it's contagious. Even the people who are really not that basically interested in music, but like it as a social thing, they become more involved. They can become more fired up over what they're doing. Plus, they learn to do it the right way, you see. So, we teach by example. Say, well, how much you practice? Well, I practice I have to really practice. And that rubs off. And hopefully, they bring a lot of this information back to their bands and share it. That's the first thing I tell them. Don't be selfish. Share this information with your friends and neighbors when you go back to your band.
Let me ask you, what are instructors like yourself who've performed with the greats out there, all kinds of venues all over the country, internationally, what do you get out of it? I mean,
out of here?
Yeah, what do you get from doing these type of teaching experiences? Okay?
It's an old Italian proverb. It says the teacher learns from the student. Okay, that's it. I come here, and it's amazing what I learn here. Every year, I learn something new. Because I listen to my colleagues. I go to their lectures. In the trumpet class, I listen to what somebody, that's a good way, okay. It's a matter of practicing your profession. You can sit home, you can practice, you can read books, but this is hands-on. This is the real world. You get in very deep water here, and that's the challenge. Because the final exam is combo night and Friday night. That's the final exam. For them and for the faculty.
When you hear your students performing, either here, what are you thinking? What are you thinking when you're sitting back and you're just...
Oh, I have so many students here. I counted once. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 9 faculty members were ex-students of mine.
Really? Wow.
Because I've been teaching university in 1966.
Yeah.
And it's that's a long time. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you're really old when all of a sudden you are teaching children of the children of your students.
Yeah.
That's when it's, you're up. I'm 79 years old.
Yeah.
But that's That's part of the beauty of teaching.